Hello, hello again! How y'all been? How you doing? Been a while again, huh? I think last time I streamed was when Zenless came out, which means it once again has been a month, huh? Once again, most consistent streamer of the century, I suppose. Ah, what's the matter? What's wrong with my face? What? I see nothing wrong with this. It seems appropriate considering that the kind of character we're trying to pull for today. Not to mention... Sure, Hoyoverse can focus on feed for an entire month, but I can start my stream like this once! And I am suddenly the weird one. It's mage. We only feed... Oh, that's... Oh, right. You need to subscribe to subscribe in order to get that. Hold on, let me just get rotated, idiot. There we go. That's more appropriate now, isn't it? Wait, no free only feed for you guys yet. I know. Maybe when I hit a sub goal, we do a feed only stream. Who knows? I know what kind of weird things you're all into. Anyway, right. Star Rail update dropped, and as per usual, that is the one thing it takes in order to drag me out from the abyss to actually stream again for a change. To be honest, I just got absolutely brainwashed absorbed by Zenless for like 2 weeks straight, and after that I just was busy with work, which made it kind of hard for me to stream, but hey, now I am streaming, although I'm still freaking busy with work for the next while, so I don't know how consistently the streams are going to be for a while. Probably not very, and then I will also be at Gamescom in Cologne actually in a while, so gonna have to take another break there. Future's not looking too bright in terms of consistent streaming schedule, I'm afraid. But hey, at least we always have Star Rail, right? That's the one surefire way. If you guys want to see me, just look toward the stars, and you will find me. Oh, sorry. Sorry, the joke was right there. I was legally obligated to say that cheesy bullshit. But yeah, I'm actually not sure what I'm going to do. Ah, you know what? Let's talk about that at the end of the stream. For now, it's time to actually say hello to some old pals, isn't it? Let me just... Yippee, free pulls. Finest duel under the pristine blue. Number 1. That's right. It's right. It's a two-parter actually. I forgot about that. Right, the new March, aptitude showcase, the character mission. We're only going to be playing the Trailblaze Continuance, not the character mission, because. To be perfectly blunt, I just currently do not have the time to play a lot. Because, funnily enough, there's literally a construction site right next to our doorstep, which has made, you know, stuff like just getting some fucking sleep kind of difficult. So, if I seem a little, you know, woozy, like I'm about to fall unconscious any second, that's because I probably am. Sleep deprivation and dehydration from heat is not a fun combination. Holy shit, there's a whole new faction apparently. Hold on. New law! Hold on, we're gonna take care of that first. Creed Exequy, finality. Farewell, everyone. However, this is not the final goodbye, for all things shall reunite at some point at the imponderable end of the universe. Creed Exequi, an allergy. And yes, ignore the fact they just implied I might fall unconscious midstream. If that happens, I don't know, wait one of my friends so they can check on me. Who knows? I will try to keep my ass hydrated. Anyway. The Creed Exequi is made up of followers of Terminus scattered across the various corners of the universe. With regard to the finality, many refuse to speak of their existence, blinding themselves to the fact that they symbolize the end of the universe. However, the wiser among them believe that the eon that moves against the flow of time represents the ticking down to the end of the universe and is a reminder of the meaning of existence, before the destined end comes. Those who breathe ignorant of impending ruin ought to live every second of their life to the fullest. To that end, the Creed Exequi walks a path reverse of those who flee from the apocalypse. Unlike the latter, they worship the apocalypse and the ruin it brings, and they yearn to witness its arrival. There they shall welcome their only encounter of the finality with open arms. Well, lovely, we got Doomsday Theorists. What else? Oh, we actually got some lore about the other ships. Although we do know a little bit about them, so I'm not gonna read through those. If you're interested in those, read those yourself. Hold on, there. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. You caught all that? Lovely. White compensation gems. I'm sorry, I know it's annoying, but I need to click away all the red circles or my brain is going to not be able to focus on any kind of story for, like, anything of this. Now, do we pull right away or do we just jump right into the story, I wonder? Oh, we could also just assemble a fitting Genjo team first and foremost. Hold on. Let's see. Do we have any characters that fit the Luofu? I guess we have Jingler. Oh, we could of course just... You know what? Let's try to summon Yun Li by, like... Basically just using what is essentially a budget version of her. And... What else do we throw in? Lynx, Robin, Clara... Let's just throw in Jade for good measure. It's not fully built yet, but it's just lore. Pull so you can use the Bread Baby. I don't even know who the Bread Baby is yet. Doesn't remind me, hold on. Olava, of course, I know from like the trailers and shit, but I mean, as in universe, we haven't even met them yet. I would like to change that picture. How many pulls do I have saved up anyway? Just 70. That should at least allow me to hit 50-50, but we probably still have to get a little lucky with all that. I did get pretty lucky on Jade's banner again. I got her in like 50. So honestly, do not believe that we will get Yun Li. It would be hilarious, but I do doubt it. Now, let's see. Do we even have do we have any good locations we could use to, like, pull her as a summoning right? Let's just go for Starskiff Haven, why not?
Haven
also,
of
like,
memories.
considering my horrendous luck lately in Zenless. I think my gacha luck might have just like straight up won out. Which is very unfortunate for me. Also, I just spent a whole moment dramatically assembling a story team only to not enable it. Am I, as experts call it, fucking stupid? I can tell you where she will train March as a pull weight. That would actually work. Sure, why not? Let me know. I would assume probably in the garden area here? That would be a nice location, actually. Although while we think about that, we can also actually just see her in action for a moment. Automatically trigger blast counter when attacked. Yeah, she's quite literally just better Clara in a lot of ways. Ooh, I like the sword and the sword sound and visual effect. Feels very meaty. It misses like an impact sound, to be honest.
Intercepting sword.
Kinda like that, yeah. Why did it immediately start off with a shot of her feet? Game, what the fuck?
Descend to Earth! We're in trouble now.
What in the world? Game, what you doing? Sure. Hold on, let's slow down for a bit so we can actually see the animations. Just
Rising sword track.
yeet! Oh, they actually have this here. The enemy attacks next in this turn. Right, so we now use the counter.
I'll melt it all down.
Oh, it doesn't even have like a spacebar activation thingy.
To Earth! It descends with might!
Holy shit, this feels like a straight up fucking Sekiro count. Or like one of the Zenless counters, I suppose.
Customers are always welcome.
Oh, that's very fun.
1,000 wonders to raise your good omen.
Julia VTuber, thank you for the follow.
Just one. Yes, you.
Bam! And
Right
bam! I love how she just fucking yeets her sword. And that is like just straight up Monster Hunter move. Hold on. Well, how often do you... Ah, okay, support. Should have known better than to get my hopes up. There we go. No! Ah, I was too slow. Oh, okay, so it doesn't work like that. Activated too late. Good to know that for like
Naughty children, don't listen.
for like bosses who take 2 turns, you can't activate it between the moves. That's what I'm trying to say.
You're in bad shape. Blades drawn, mountains.
Oh, right, but the counter still activates if you whiff it just in a week
Just
before.
in time. Just a little something.
Why? That's actually a very
Think
fun
nothing
new gameplay
Better late than
mechanic
never.
they figured out. It feels a bit more... You're more in control compared to Clara's counter.
Rock
I think this
shattering
is like
slash.
Clara's biggest weakness. Speed up.
Right on time. I'm okay. Nap time.
Yeah, but of course the usual issues once again. If the enemy doesn't choose to attack you, you just deal very little.
Welcome, customers. Yeah. Melt.
And
Leave through cloud.
oh. Oh hey, I even got an achievement for that one. Probably just an achievement for ending battle with the ultimate counter, I had to assume. Nope, just using the ult 3 times successfully in a single battle. Fair enough. Right then.
Pass like a dream out of you.
There we go. This seems like a nice area. Sword Hunt Journal. Crimson Form. That even sounds fitting. I saw that follow. I am not going to say it to say its name. I'm not going to say your name though, I'm sorry. Also just give me a moment. If ever I hope I'm rid of bots, they just appear anew for some fucking reason. Just can't be freaking rid of those bastards. Because I do not know why, but for some freaking reason, when I have some browser plugins active, namely ad blockers and shit, I don't have the ability to ban or time out users, which is very concerning and very annoying if you just get swarmed by bots constantly. So I had to deactivate them for a second to do that again. If only it could be fixed of course by having some more mods, but my main mod is a more active streamer than I am. What does that say about me? Nothing positive, I can tell you that much. Anyway, let's stop getting distracted and just do what y'all are here for. Who am I kidding? I know y'all aren't here for me. You're just here to watch either incredible feats of luck or just pure misery. I should know, I'm also part of the gacha audience. Right then. Yukong, that's decent. I think I have Link's E6, but not Hanya and Yukong, so that's at least decent. 8 ones for these guys. I'm not too worried about that. Yes, thank you, Pom Pom. Sure, I'll take a planetary rendezvous. But really, I could use like, is the freaking, are the new light cones in the character even? I know they do add new light cones occasionally, but it feels honestly very rare compared to like Genshin adding new weapons. 4-star weapons in general just seem to be a lot more sparse in Star Rail for some reason. Hanya, I'll take that. We're at 40 now, I think, so we are slowly but surely approaching the soft pity. Another Hanya. Oh, there it is! No. We did get it before soft pity at 60. Oh well, something rather. Let's not jinx it immediately. Suck my nuts, universe! For some reason, I have broken your code. I got her. I won another 50-50. Oh, this is so dumb. This is so stupid. This is so fucking stupid. Oh sure, why not? Give me a Lando's choice as well. Sure. Why the fuck not? Okay, we got Yunli, whoever told me to pull first, thank you. why am I giving a thumbs up? I'm a VTuber. You can't see that shit, but you get the sentiment, alright? Oh, I know some people who are gonna be seething over this. Oh, you know who you are. Oh, this is so stupid. Hold on. Let me just... I want to check something. Because... combining this with the... Hold on. Can I somehow, like, manually tell... Because... Let me just... Pull up. OBS to me. I must share something. Browser. No, not like this. You're what I want. Yes. There. You can see this shit, right? I won 50-50 at Fuchua. Lost it once with Jingli. Won it with Topaz, won it with Ruhu, won it with Runmei, won it with Black Swan, won it with Sparkle, won it with Equon, lost it at Robin, then won it twice when going for Firefly E2, won it again with Jade, and now won 50-50 again. That is a 50-50 hit rate of, considering it was at 70 before, I think like about 80 now. I lost 3 50-50s in my entire time playing Honkai Star Whale. This is so fucking stupid. Why am I so lucky in Star Whale and so unbelievably unlucky in fucking Zenless? What the fuck? That's some bullshit right there. That's some bullshit. Right. You're lucky in No, in Genshin I'm average. In Genshin I'm average. In Star Oil I'm ridiculously lucky. And in Zenless, I am in turn ridiculously unlucky. Oh, glorious. Well, we got the berry skewer munching baby. Fantastic. She will be replacing the other barefoot for 5-star physical destruction unit with a counter mechanic. Why is that such an oddly specific archetype that we now have 2 characters of? Right, we actually got a Lynx Eidolon, which gives an attack buff, I suppose. Oh, why is that not? Make her a mini Harmony character. I will have to use her in the Yunli team anyway, just to make the counters more consistent, because I am not going for the signature when I only have 10 pulls left. I need to be saving for the patch after that, because more good things are coming our way.
The heavens are vast.
Characters.
The kite flies where it wishes.
Alex, honestly, I'm mostly just concerned about what freaking light cone I'm gonna put on her. Or you just gonna put on the blue sky on her or something like that, because I don't really have other options. But maybe buy another. Do I have? No, I definitely do not have the Starlight to get another copy of Irreplaceable. Oh well. Anyway. That was a decent start, I'd say. A decent start to my stream. Wait, game tools? Oh, because I pulled a new character. Now they are telling me that I should be building them. Right. The fact that I actually put that in the game is very handy, actually, for people who don't like to think. People who don't like to think, being yours truly. I'm very stupid. I don't like using my brain a lot. I'm more I'm more the monkey sees action, reaction kind of player. What the fuck are you doing here? Holy shit, Sparkle is very small actually. I only... Hello, why are you small? You barely reach my boob. What is with you?
Great, you're here.
How did you get in here?
Secret. And it's a good thing I got here so fast. Otherwise, you would have missed the fireworks I prepared.
Oh, you're not gonna blow up the express. Are you going to blow up the express this time?
Ugh, I'm not that big of a baddie, you know. Although I've made quite a few mutually assured destruction buttons. It's not like I'm going to blow up everything I see. Gray hair, don't be so nervous. I took a mutually assured destruction button and repurposed it into a sky full of sparkles button. I really wanted to give you an epic fireworks show. I tested it so many times just to make sure. And now that I finally boarded the express, it doesn't even work. Oh well. Luckily, I brought along some sparklers too. Let's light them up. Look, aren't they nice?
I'm not sure No playing with fire on the express. Disembark immediately. One pom-pom is coming after you with a broom.
Wait, hold up. Where are you going? Don't leave!
That was a cute little interaction. I completely forgot to like check the character interactions of the last patch here. I just realized because we got a lot of new visitors on the express after that. Anyway, that's actually once again it's been half an hour and I'm only now actually doing what I said I wanted to do from the very beginning. Just a average Michael stream experience. I swear to God. I'm like a dog on a walk distracted by a squirrel. Anyway, you have an interstellar message. Message. Please check it promptly. Also, please replace my speech module. The last AI voice we used is apparently fucking stupid.
Phew.
What's up, Pom-Pom?
What's up, Pom-Pom?
Just got a message from the
TT man? No, wait, I don't
Looks
like
like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
Let's not refer to Pom-Pom as the PP man. I don't like that one, actually. Oh, hey.
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express. How's your trailblazing expedition going?
Right, we didn't actually meet him or like summon him, did we? Because it was all a dream, so this is actually the first time we're seeing him since we left the Luofu.
Soon, the Xianzhou Luofu will be holding the Luminary War Dance. Those who have aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony.
Aww.
Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
He likes us.
Well, things aren't getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another special event.
Do I not have... I should have drops enabled. Not sure why I wouldn't have drops enabled. Why are you asking? Hold on. That don't seem right. Are you not getting any drops?
They want to get tats with their buddies.
Hold on. I can check. Can I check that actually? Whoops. drops are active. I might have just forgotten to like add the drops tag, although that shouldn't really matter, I don't think. Right? But yeah, drops should be on. If they aren't, I'm afraid that's... Whoops, my arrogance. That's probably an issue on your side, I fear. Anyway. Still recovering from the trauma caused by the last festivity. I just saw that. Yeah, that seems about accurate, really. It comes 1 minute out of 2 hours, so I was It is acting a little jank at time, I'm afraid. Not much I can do about that one, though.
Yeah, me too.
Oh no, Marth is also traumatized.
Wait, won't it look unprofessional if we attend 2 ceremonies in a row? Aren't we supposed to be focused on restoring astral charts and doing some serious scientific exploration?
March, our vacation turned into a murder mystery within 20 minutes of us getting there. I think we deserve another vacation, which is apparently going to turn into containment breach instead this time, so hey. We just attract trouble either way if we want to or not.
So we should leave March behind to take care of the express?
Danhung, was that a joke? Are you okay? Guys, I think Danhung was replaced by a heliobus during a visit to Penacony.
Hey, that's not what I meant. I'm all for some fun. I just hope there won't be any surprise party crashers, like Friday or Saturday.
Friday or Saturday? Yeah, don't worry, we might actually even run into April or May if we're not careful.
The Xianzhou Luofu has recently overcome a crisis. By holding the war dance, they're demonstrating to everyone that they've returned to a state of peace and safety.
Yeah, that is definitely going to go well.
But that's what everyone said before we went to Penacony. You'll be totally safe under the family's protection.
March knows what's up. She's really speaking my language right now. We're sharing the we're not sharing the same brain cell. We're just both activating it together at the same time. Brain cell unity.
No need to worry. The war dance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knights, who fought against the abominations of abundance and protected the Xianzhou ships. Aside from star skiff performances, it's mostly martial contests. Nothing too different from the Taikian Roboball contest we've seen before.
Taikian Roboball contest we've seen before? What the fuck was that? Oh, right, that's one of the things mentioned in their stories, I believe. I wasn't there for that.
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to Amphorius for refueling.
There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique, and the Express needs to be fully stocked and prepared before moving on to the next stop. With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society.
Huh.
It could earn us some favors before we set off. However, it may take a few weeks.
Aw, so that means we're not going to the Luofu.
Being an adult means maintaining relationships, whether we like it or not, March. Since we've been invited, it's only right for the Astral Express to attend the ceremony.
There we go.
So here's the plan. Pom Pom will take everyone to the Xianzhou Luofu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron May and fulfill our promise. Meanwhile, you, March, and Don Hung will represent the Express and attend the war dance.
Aw, okay, so basically, Himiko and Welt will be the ones sitting that one out. Huh, which is actually interesting when I think about it, No, we did have this constellation with back in Ballabog before, I think.
What do you two think?
I want to play with lava. No, sounds great. Let's split into groups.
I don't hear any objections.
Dan Hung apparently has no opinion.
Now that everyone's on board with the plan, it's time to warp to the Xianzhou Luofu.
Warp time. You two gonna be okay?
Kalinga Abyss. What does she expect to find there? Current research on the Leviathan merely proves how little we know about such life forms.
This is the weirdest. I swear to God, the webcam I'm using for face tracking keeps freaking blinking, but only when I'm not looking directly at it. It's kind of spoopy, actually. It's like a constant blinking from like right at the edge of my peripheral vision. It's driving me freaking insane. I can't put my finger on why this is happening.
That's why geniuses are interested in that field. Science is all about uncovering the unknown.
I'm already hallucinating, I swear to God. The conversation between the two adults brims with complex jargon from some today. I didn't catch that at all, and not even in the stream review. Glorious. Anyway, have a safe trip, you two.
Don't miss us too much. If I stumble upon some cool Leviathan fossils, I'll bring a few back as souvenirs for you.
Yippee! Mom is going to come back home with dead giant space whales like this one. Yippee!
Himeko really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossils and the war dance, the latter definitely sounds more fun. By the way, Danhung, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Luofu, right?
Oh, right. That might be a little awkward for you, right?
And just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Luofu by yourselves? I don't think so. Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis just ended, and both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy. And that's why Jing Yuan wants to organize the war dance, to show that the Xianzhou Luofu is stable and safe. And since he has extended an invitation, it's only right that I visit my old friend.
Aww, it's actually calling him old friend. That's actually very sweet of him. That was
Coming back to this
fast.
place brings back so many memories. You know?
That was very unceremoniously. We just pop, and now we're just here. Sure. Here's something for all of you. A poem by March 7.
Hey, I'm not
Drop
actually
some
gonna recite a
verses.
poem.
Oh,
I was just
okay.
thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived on the Xianzhou.
Oh, don't remind me.
This time, we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have to sneak in through the cargo dock. This trip has been incredibly smooth.
March, for the love of God, please stop jinxing it. I can't live through another Tingyun incident. Please! Seriously, what the fuck, March?
Quite unusual, I must say.
March! Stop jinxing it! Come on! Don't jinx it! I love that Star Wars has so many incidents where I yell something as a reaction to the dialogue, and then after that realize that the dialogue option literally exists. It makes me feel so in sync with Nicholas. It's very cool.
I'm just hoping for the best. You're the one jinxing us.
How am I the one jinxing us? You're the one rambling on about how good this is going. Oh hey, we're actually gonna see you for a change. Mekla, I saw the Skyfaring Commission's notice that the Express has docked on the Xianzhou. Are you guys in the Luofu already? Just got to Starscape Haven. Fresh off the boat. The General sent me to welcome you all at Starscape Haven. See you in a bit. Can't wait to see who's going to whoop your ass this time.
Is Haven always this crowded? Oh, there's so many people here. I can barely hear anything.
Sorry,
Yanqing said General Jing Yuan sent him to welcome us. But where is he?
Let's wait for him in front of the loom. It's the most prominent landmark on the dock.
Hold on a second. I'm just gonna... Sunset. So my room was starting to turn a little dark, which I have now prevented by the power of electric light.
Hey, you guys! Hold on a moment.
Hey-oh! Oh, Perpetually at the Luofu. That's new. Then again, they do have the... I would say the model for it now, but it's literally just baby with... Baby with puffy marshmallow on hat.
Did they just call us? Look at their outfits. They're from Penacony, right? Are you
Hi.
familiar with the Xianzhou Luofu?
Somewhat.
We know a little bit about it. What do you need?
Saved its ass once or twice.
We're from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it. We came to this ship to gather interesting materials for making dream bubbles.
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
That's great. Do you know any must-see attractions on the Luofu?
You sound very robotic by intelligence standards. Why did you just ask the locals?
We did, but the locals were all like, come on, there's nothing worth seeing on the Luofu. It's so boring here.
That's a little mean.
Ha! Can't blame them. If someone asked me what's there to see on Penacony,
Yeah, fair.
I'd probably struggle to answer too.
Familiarity. I want to say something profound, but then I fucked up. Familiarity can make even the grandest things mundane. After all, there isn't that a grand sentence? If only I had actually delivered it properly instead of stumbling about over my words like a dumbass and turning my hair into spaghetti. Just like in real life. That's why you try not to look cool, kids.
That's why we're asking fellow tourists. Most of the tourists around at the moment are here to attend the war dance. And that's why we're here too. Yeah, we know about that ceremony. But isn't the fighting ring still closed?
Not when I get there. Wham! No, man, this is a security guard. I said wham!
I've heard the ring was actually converted from a huge decommissioned Luofu fighter jet.
Oh. So it's even bigger than the Radiant Feldspar?
The Radiant Feldspar is bigger, I guess.
Aw.
But for now, all we can do is wait until the war dance starts in a few weeks before we can board it. We've still got work to do, so we can't just sit around waiting for it to start. That's why we're asking you about some must-see attractions.
In a few weeks. Wow, we are here early. In terms of in-universe time, of course.
We're looking for unique experiences that you won't find on Penacony. Our clients love these kinds of dream bubbles the most.
You're the expert here. Give them some suggestions.
Oh, Aram Alley, Fixal Garden. I mean, Aram Alley is just very similar to the Golden Hours. I would probably just say Scale Gorge Waterscape if it wasn't for the fact that it is overrun by abominations of the abundance. You know. Then again, I suppose every area in this game is overrun by enemies, so hey!
That's indeed a good idea. While the dreamscape on Penacony is all artificial, Scale Gorge Waterscape is a celebration of nature's resurgence. It has some remarkable scenery.
Danhung liked this moment.
Awesome! I love being out there in nature. Let's go to Scale Gorge Waterscape first.
I'm a bit worried that nature-themed dream bubbles might be outdated. But hey, let's go check it out anyway.
See you later. Maybe we'll run into each other there in a few days.
Look,
Oh,
Yanqing's here.
I wonder if we'll actually, like, be able to find them there. That I might actually just teleport to the waterscape in a bit just to see that.
Really? Let's go catch up with him.
Hey-ho! I still don't think
There you
that
are.
Mikola actually...
Everyone, this way!
I think Mikola only encountered him while, like, moments before they left the Luofu.
Hey everyone, it's been a while.
Hello.
Well, it doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last saw you. But, Yanqing, are you?
Grown up.
What's up, Miss March?
Please hit him with the oh my, how you've grown.
They say kids grow up really fast. Yanqing, are you a little bit taller than before?
Oh, they grow up so fast, little baby boy.
We've only been away for a few months.
Cautiously pinch Yanqing's cheek. Yes.
What are you doing?
The way we stepped toward him and March stopped us. Oh, Mikola's the best protagonist of a Hoyo game. Changed my mind. Oh well, still, I suppose. Or Kalis for that matter. Oh, that's glorious.
Sorry, but after our previous adventures, I've become suspicious of whoever greets us first.
Never mind, it's a trauma response. Oh no. Oh no.
Do you have to be suspicious around me too?
Oh no. This went from cute and adorable to, oh no, it's trauma. It's like 5 seconds.
You know, the last time we came to the Xianzhou, the first person who greeted us was...
Oh. Oh god, it really is a trauma response. Although it's cool that Mikola actually talks about it, acknowledges it. Or that we hear Mikola talk 2 sentences in a row in the first place.
I get it. Better safe than sorry.
Seriously, I've never seen the Luofu so lively before.
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bustling Starskiff Haven, I understand why General Jing Yuan chose this timing.
Well, I wonder what Mikola would say if we picked another dialogue option now, to be honest. Oh well. I'll have to look that up later.
There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who've come from afar.
And people from the other ships.
With the war dance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskiff Haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to keep the security tight. The General said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Luofu recover from the crisis. It's a way to showcase our martial spirit, reassure people, boost morale, and attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace. By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhuming and the Yaoqing, have both sent messengers to offer their blessings.
And the other ships do not care about us. The Zhuming?
Yeah, I wonder if you've heard of it. It's known as the Star Forge, and it's responsible for providing more than half of the Cloud Knights' armaments.
That sounds badass.
The Xianzhou Zhuming boasts skilled craftsmasters, and General Huayan is a top-notch craftsman himself. If only I could get a sword forged by him, I'd be on Cloud 9.
Don't you think you'd be on Cloud 9? Okay, sorry.
By the way, Yanqing, where are we headed next?
I will not apologize for this one. You knew what you were in for when you clicked upon this stream. I just saw the viewer count go down once after that one. Honestly, fair. Honestly, fair.
I'm sorry for talking your ear off. The General wants to catch up with you at the Palace of Astrum. He's been eager to hear about how the Express has been doing.
It's funny how he tries to act all mature, but whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his childish side.
Well, it is pretty much the... We could call it... Yeah, Jingwen is adorable.
I agree.
The fuck?
All units, assemble quickly! Get ready to protect the crowd!
You just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong.
Oh, damn.
Excuse me. I need to go check out the situation.
It's also cool that the crowd is actually people for a change. It's like whatever you fear will happen here. You're just as Jinx is March.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
We'll go with you.
Well, oh damn, cutscene. Oh Jesus. That's a big
Protect the
lad.
civilians. I'll deal with him.
Moonwake. Enemies with this mark can enter the Moonwake state. Isn't that also the name of the affliction that the other general has? After enemies use attacks, apply 1 stack of bloodlust to enemy units that trigger Moonwage. When bloodlust reaches a certain number of attacks, the unit enters Moonwage state. At the same time, a Moonwage countdown appears on the action order. When the countdown turn begin, Moonwage is dispelled across all enemy units. Okay. So basically just don't let them get to that point
Why are there
in the
Boris
first
in
place.
here? I always thought this ends now.
Harmony and
Oh, they all get bloodlust. Also, they are very dangerous in groups. That is interesting, actually. Eclipse and Sable Claw. Are they the same? Okay, yeah, they are the... Oh, they're not exactly the same. This one is AoE and this one is single target.
Annihilate.
specimen sighted.
You stop!
I want to protect everyone. Help me, Mr. Sora.
Oh, what that?
Travel.
The puppies are being mean to me. Kill their ass.
Mission command.
Yes.
May song bring us victory.
Oh damn, that looks very cool though, the way the tattoos are glowing. That's actually a very cool enemy design.
Where there's a will,
And it's
there's a way.
also a whole new enemy model actually now that I think about it, isn't it?
Time for a lesson.
Hide. Mission command.
That's a pickaxe straight into the forehead. They are now extremely dead.
Not good.
Alright. Oh Jesus!
Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat. Could you give me back my...
Off she goes. And that Bowison is extremely dead. Holy shit, that man got impaled by 3 swords. Although, one thing about these... Like, am I the only one who's a little bit confused by the name? Because, like, Bowison sounds to me a lot more like boar or like... Oh, what... Like, I was under the impression that Bowison would be more bear or... Weren't they described as a... Nope, they are canine racing. Why in the fuck was I under the impression that Bowison are bears? Am I stupid? I think I might be stupid. Okay, so, okay, that makes more sense. They are just straight up werewolves.
My sword!
Whoops.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now. I need to find out what's going on.
Am I confusing it with another... Oh, I think I might be confusing it with another... denizen of with another abundance ways. That might be it. Oh well. Hold on a second. Let me want to check some. Am I stupid? What? I am once again extremely freaking stupid. Why can you see that? Hold on, I was supposed to... I deleted you ages ago. Why are you here? There. Oh god, I hope nobody saw anything they weren't supposed to see now. I'll have to check the stream archive later. Oh well. What I was trying to do was check the databank. Enemy creatures, Luofu. Oh, okay, those are abundance sprite. I was under the impression that this was a Boazen. No, okay, those are actually remnants created by the Luofu. That makes more sense then, because I was under the impression that these were like Boazen creatures. If these are Boazen, it all comes together now. Holy shit, they actually look even cooler up close. That is one hell of a 3D model for like a basic enemy.
While we appreciate your rescue, my Xianzhou friends, don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
Oh, damn.
Sorry,
B50
but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack. Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo go.
Oh, but this shipment isn't even meant for the Luofu. And it's IPC's patented technology. Who do you think you are to conduct an inspection?
According to the protocol, all cargo arriving on the Luofu must go through inspection.
Oh, but we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisons.
Looks like this argument could go on forever. Let's not get involved in a heated dispute that won't lead to a resolution. Who's in charge here? I need some answers.
You have a custom model. You must be special.
It's my fault. We let our guard down for a moment. I take full responsibility.
Foxy and Cloud Knight.
With the war dance approaching, safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how did Borison prisoners end up in Starskiff Haven? According to the protocol, Borison prisoners should be held on a starskiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground. Who allowed a prisoner transport ship to dock at the passenger terminal?
Please don't blame this, Captain. This incident involves the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel.
Oh, that's why their arm is a little bit different. They are apparently from the Zhu Ming.
Who are you?
I'm Liu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation unfolded rapidly, and it shouldn't be held against the captain. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borison just before arriving, and the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue. They fought off the Borison pirates and imprisoned them on their ship.
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borison near the Luofu, and the Zhu Ming envoys saved them? Sounds complicated.
Politics!
Honestly, it gives me a headache too. The Zhu Ming diplomatic ship, adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals over to the Luofu.
And then they escaped.
You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Luofu, the starskiff lanes are under immense pressure. The Borison desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport starskiff could get there. And that's what you just witnessed.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
I see. It's an unusual situation indeed. I'll report it to the security department of the Realm Keeping Commission and ask for their cooperation in handling the aftermath.
You know, how the hell are Boazen just attacking IPC ships so close to the Luofu in the first place?
Maybe I should gather more details from others so that the Seed of Divine Foresight can have a better understanding of the situation.
Cloud Knights calmed the crowd, then dispersed, and the street was restored to its peaceful.
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yanqing.
Mom 7.
Please
apparently.
don't tease me, Miss March. The situation on the Xianzhou before the war dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble, capable of generating far-reaching ripples with even the slightest disturbance.
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with?
Borism. Kobolds, no. The Borism.
Yeah, those werewolf monsters are known as Borisin. They are abominations of abundance, and we've been fighting them for a very long time. The Borisin have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster, and the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago. Their presence has faded over the years, but who would have thought?
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Xianzhou Luofu. Such a brazen attack seems quite unusual to me.
So 300 years ago, that means it was after the Dawnfang situation, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I find strange too. It seems like the IPC and the Borisin have some serious grudges.
Like, honestly, that's the one part annoying me about Luofu Law. Because everyone is immortal, trying to piece a timeline together can be an absolute nightmare.
Well, enough with the chit-chat. The General wants me to take you to the Palace of Astrum. I'd love to chit-chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't be left unchecked.
Is it a serious matter? Maybe you'll need our help in hunting down the Borisin?
There goes our vacation.
Thank you, but it's no big deal.
It sounds like a big deal.
By the way, that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword. I'm thinking of filing a lost property report at the Realm Keeping Commission to see if I can get it back.
Just wait till you redacted and see redacted. Well, thanks for not spoiling anyway. No, I have no game set in my audio. Kind of. What are you talking about? My mic should be fine though. Hold on. Turn up the volume a little bit. What do you mean if you have... Oh, you mean Oh, that's what you mean by I have no game set. Well, it explains the lack of drops as well. Thank you for that one. I forgot to add a category to the stream. There we go. Now drops should work. Thanks for that. As for the mic, I kind of had to put away my mic a little bit further from my face to get, you know, have some space, breathe a little. So I wasn't an idiot after all. No, you, for once in your life, you had a brain. Sorry. I'll be nice. For wasting an hour. Are you saying time spent with your favorite VTuber is wasted? Excuse you. No, I knew you only watched me for my Twitch drops. Anyway.
I doubt she did it on purpose.
She looked at the sword and looked at him. I'm pretty sure she did take the sword on purpose. Oh. So when Cloud9 get into trouble, they have to call the emergency services too. You go file the report, I fetch the popcorn. It's gonna be quite the show.
Don't remind me. I just zoned out for a moment, that's all.
Would you say that you got lost in her eyes, little boy?
Alright, let's not keep the General waiting.
Let's be like Jingwon and just aggressively ship these two.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be too hard to find her.
And even less important than the talent, there's also her peculiar manner of dressing The fact that she's barefoot, and the fact that she carries around a giant sword almost double her size that can extend to the size of a small skyscraper. I believe she shouldn't be too difficult to find. Indeed, Donna. Like, this is the equivalent of like saying, oh, don't worry, he shouldn't be too difficult to find. It's like Mike Tyson shirtless in full boxing gear. I don't know. Just a man in full plate walking down the street, and we wonder how in the world we could find them. Ah yes, the 180 degrees. You look mean.
There sure are a lot of troublemakers around.
You look very mean. I don't like you anymore. Also the fact... Yeah, right. Honestly, the fact that he has a unique design should have tipped me off to the fact that he's either a villain or going to be very important.
We'll see to it that these criminals are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
Thanks. By the way, you're an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad, right? I don't remember meeting you before.
Well, I'm just a junior officer. I recently returned to the Luofu from the front lines and was temporarily assigned here for security duty before the ceremony.
Every time, probably like a half-person or something.
Those guys are terrifying.
Too early to make any assumption based on two ominous lines of dialogues in the face. And abundance minions being able to go invisible. Yeah, fair. Quintilia shape-shifting, yeah. He could be a lot of things, so it's hard to tell currently. For now, let's say hello.
It's been a long journey, Elder Wyatt. Thank you for your presence.
Aw,
Don't mention it. Thank you for taking the time to what?
Oops, I did not mean to interrupt you. I apologize.
General, I brought our guests from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
Look at his hand.
Don't worry, you're just in time.
If you were talking about the Boas...
It's been a while, my friends from the Astral
It's a little
Express.
late now, I'm afraid. Dreamed about you on Panicone. What do you mean, the head of the little general man? The little general man now currently in front of us. Oh, hold on. Just a second. There we go. It's as big as King's torso. Hey! I do like the fact though that they are giving important NPCs more distinct models. That is actually very cool. And something I wish that Genshin would have started with way earlier. And Zenless is doing, frankly, an amazing job at, but then again, Zenless also has a much smaller world, far more contained space, so it makes sense why. Actually, now that I think about it, it makes sense in general. The more open the world is, the more generic the NPCs. Who could have seen that one coming? Anyway, I dreamed about you on Panicone, Jingwen.
Oh. Well, it's an honor to be in your dreams, my friend.
He looked so confused for a moment there. Now he's just giving us the double note free again. Missed you too.
Allow me to introduce you to General Huayan. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Zhuming, known as the Flaming Heart.
So basically you're telling us this little old man could absolutely whoop our ass, glorious.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
Oh, I like you already.
Elder Huayan is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
So he's Blacksmith Yoda. Oh, I'm going to like this guy.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but With the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty, and I had no choice but to answer the call.
Right. There is still a big boss of the Luofu after all. I wonder who... Well, we're probably going to meet him at some point, but the question is when? And why? And how? And whom?
Well, in the end,
Other words
I'm
starting
to
with
blame.
W.
Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
It's an honor to meet you, General Huayan.
Ah.
It's my honor to meet you, General Huayan.
Glad to meet you, General. We're so casual about it.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the Luofu, the same as all of you. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
That's us.
Indeed. There's
Alright.
Don Hung, March 7th, and her. Without their help, I'm afraid the Luofu might not have easily overcome this crisis.
So it's so awkward doing introductions that they can't voice our name. Like, these are my friends. Steve, Gary, and this guy. It's so jarring. Like, at least use Trailblaze. At least call us like the Trailblazer, not her. It sounds like Klingon is mad at us. What did we do, Dad? I'm sorry.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Luofu and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
You're more than welcome, General Huayan.
Ah, look at that. Someone from the Luofu who doesn't want to kill Dan Heng for the sins of his dad, self. I don't know where to put a term on that.
And this young friend is?
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Luofu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
Kingwen, the word you're looking for and the word that Yanqing desperately wants to hear from you is, "This is my son." Come on, just say it. We all know you're thinking it.
Great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yoon Lee.
Hey-oh.
It's you!
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Oh.
Why is he so
you two
smug
already know each other? Guess we don't need any introductions then.
You could call it that. You could also say she stole a weapon.
What a coincidence! I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Oh? Now you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me, how did you two become acquainted?
She helped me capture the escaped Borison prisoners at the Starskiff Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword with you.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
Yes, it is. Now that we've met again, I hope...
A grandpa and a dad trying to stop their bickering kids. Yeah, sounds about right.
Nope, that won't do.
Nope, it's mine now.
Won't do?
Or make them hook up. Choose both. Why not both?
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Jume, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield.
Fight, fight, fight,
As
fight.
for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borison prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string, and it missed its target. By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Borison prisoner would have gotten away.
Oh, she's so smart.
Hold on a sec, Yoon Lee. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much for Luofu sword masters.
What did you just say?
Oh! She's a little shit, isn't she?
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone.
Oh, good lord.
With all due respect, you don't honor your sword. So you don't deserve it.
I mean, we're used to Yanqing getting his ass handed to him by other characters at this point, but this is just brutal. What the fuck, Yunli?
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel right now.
Yanqing.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful. Because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borisin.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yanqing.
Oh, I'm going to love the four of them together.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't take sides.
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship. Most notably, the legendary Flame Wheel Octet. Seeing Miss Yunli, who is among those ranks today, I must say she definitely has that fiery edge.
Octet, so there are 7 more of her, good lord. Yanqing's worst nightmare. Although it's interesting, so we have the quintet on the Luofu and now the octet on the Zooming. I wonder what they have on the third ship.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yunli is still just a young girl, a bit awkward and hot-tempered. So please forgive her if she's being rude.
Well, everyone, Elder Huayan and I have some business to discuss. For now, Yanqing, why don't you entertain our guests and take Miss Yunli to the inn?
Uh-oh.
I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping the Luofu during the crisis.
That's so kind of you. I mean, you've already thanked us so many times.
Please forgive me for coming at an inconvenient time.
Don't worry about it. This was entertaining enough to be a reward in itself.
You needn't apologize, General Huayan.
All right, Yunli. Take this opportunity to clear things up with Yanqing.
Yeah. It's better to make friends than enemies. But I won't be heading to the inn just yet. I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Luofu and could use some help settling in.
Oh, hey.
Yanqing, once you've helped our guests get settled, go to the Artisanship Commission for me. I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Qingzu sent word that the IPC members are protesting and wish to have their cargo back.
So they might actually introduce like the other characters that were teased already. That would be fun.
See if you can calm them down. Don't get aggressive. Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Luofu has no intention of violating their rights.
I'm on it.
I'm sorry for Yanqing's rudeness.
Not at all. Taunted by Yunli like that, even a training dummy would be angry. You've taught your apprentice well. If it were me in my younger days, I'm afraid I'd have drawn my sword and fought. Yanqing can understand your concerns. On the other hand, Yunli is still a naive girl who's only interested in swordplay. Honestly, I brought her here to participate in the war dance because I want to broaden her horizons.
Hey, little shit.
This trip is totally worth it. Compared to the Zhuming, the Luofu is so much livelier. But it's a shame the Luofu swordmasters don't seem that great.
That's a bit mean. Glad to meet you, Miss Yunli.
Glad to meet you too. Are you here to participate in the war dance?
If they let me. Can outsiders participate?
Of course. To honor martial arts, the Cloud Knight's ring is always open to outsiders.
Great, my weapon of choice shall be a very fancy hat and some dance moves.
If you can defeat the ringmaster selected by the Xianzhou, you'll not only win rewards and prizes, but also be making a name for yourself.
That has to be an event on the next patch, right?
Sounds tempting, doesn't it?
It does.
That's how outsiders refer to my peers in the Juming Cloud Knights and the Artisanship Commission. We all train under Grandpa's guidance, learning the art of craftsmanship and swordplay. That's how we got that title, I guess. Just don't mention it in front of Grandpa. He always says that empty titles bring pointless challenges and conflicts. We Juming sword masters pride ourselves on the success of the group over the individual.
That's fair. So, you're gonna stay behind?
I have some things to do. Besides, little Yanqing doesn't seem too happy about me tagging along.
You can't exactly blame him, right? Shouldn't have said you stole, but you did take a sword.
Yeah, you're right. I took it with my skills. So, I guess you can say I'm a robber or something. How dare he imply I'm a thief? Totally different. Besides, the sword seems scared of its own master. I'd like to ask him, you claim to cherish your sword as your life, yet you don't even recognize the state it's in right now? I didn't intend to keep his sword. I was planning to take this chance to return it to him. But now, I've changed my mind.
Well, now I'm not doing. No, come on, you little shit.
I'll give that poor flying sword some proper maintenance. I won't consider returning the sword unless he learns how to say please, hello, thank you, and sorry.
Could say the same to you.
He can forget about it for now.
You scratch your head, feeling a tingling sensation of your scalp at the thought of the impending troubles Yanqing will face. While you're distracted, the young girl has already wandered off on her own, her whereabouts unknown. Oh, well, fantastic. Poor little bastard.
Hey, Don Hung. I thought all the Xianzhou generals were like Jing Yuan, but that General Huaiyan, he looks so thin and scraggy, as if even a light breeze would knock him over. Is that old man really an Arbiter, General?
March, sometimes wisdom can be the greatest weapon of all.
Well, each Xianzhou ship has its own division and specialty within the Alliance. Not all of the Arbiter Generals are good at leading the charge. You heard what Jing Yuan said, right? General Huaiyan was once the head of all the skilled craftsmen on the Juming.
Why does he look so old?
Yeah, you've noticed that too?
Oh,
it's
right,
really
actually,
weird.
that's a good point.
Do the Xianzhou people age? I rarely see any old people on the Xianzhou ship, and when I do, they're usually travelers. But General Huaiyan looks like an ordinary old grandpa. Is he really a Xianzhou general?
Maybe he just resisted.
Good question. He's right there. So why don't you ask him yourself?
Danhang, as much as I'd like to do that, it is a little rude to walk up towards the elderly and being like, "Why are you old?" Sounds like something a 5-year-old would do.
Nah, I'd like to live a little longer.
Yeah, precisely.
We should leave. General Jing Yuan asked Yanqing to entertain us, so obviously, he has important matters to discuss. Let's not waste any time here.
Quite done. Let's get going, shall we?
This is the report Ching Zhu just sent me. Let me take a look. Looks like the general has given me a tough challenge. He wants me to try and help put the IPC's mind at ease.
We have Madam Jade with us, that could help.
Well, it's not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts, but also occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes. It's just, you know, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This is especially true when you're up against the IPC.
Yeah, that's fair.
Their non-stop corporate babble. well, let's not worry about that for now. Shall I take you to the inn?
Sure. Oh god. Being brought to the inn.
It is the Luofu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond mere spectating. Might there be any specific instructions from the marshal?
You're overthinking it, Jingyuan. As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's horizons. I have no ulterior motives. However, I have no clue what the Yao Qing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou. The title of Arbiter General holds a weight far greater than its literal meaning. So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day, they'll eventually catch up to you.
Well, that's ominous.
The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Luofu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yao Qing, she has come specifically for you.
That's even more ominous.
Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's Claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
That's not true, General Huaiyan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
They're all pulling up.
As soon as she disembarked from the star skiff, she mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yao Qing, I assume.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw.
Oh.
It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
Moza. I've been pronouncing him just Mose. You know, the Simpsons character. Whoops.
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead. What does she mean? Tell me, what could be more important to her than coming here?
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
Honestly, because of this expression, this ominously smug look on him, I do not trust this guy as far as I can throw him, and I can't throw people very far. I'm very weak.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Jingyuan? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huaiyan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate to keep you waiting, so she sent us here. Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
In the meantime, outside of the Palace of Astrum.
Drat. I forgot to ask Yun Li to return my sword.
Womp womp. I don't think you'll ever get your sword back.
Unacceptable. Every sword is precious to me. If it weren't for the General's interference, I would have taught that shameless girl a lesson in swordplay. By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the General seemed a little reserved. Could it be because of Elder Huaiyan's visit?
Reserved? Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Zhu Ming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the Xianzhou Yao Qing must be the Merlin's Claw herself, I presume.
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing so unusual.
3 generals in one place is indeed kind of menacing, considering the power of the Luofu. Although we still don't know, like, in terms of the power scaling, where Jingyuan actually sits, because he's still not a confirmed emanator. People keep getting that wrong. He is not a confirmed emanator. It's more likely to be a situation like with the Stonehearts, where the Marshal is the emanator and all the generals have like a little bit of power from the actual emanator of the hunt, which would also explain why we know for a fact that the previous general of the Luofu also had Jingyuan's signature Lightning Lord. So it's probably more something passed down from one general to the next, you know, like a Stoneheart thingy would be. That's my 2 cents on that anyway, but stop calling Jingyuan an emanator. He is not. The only emanators we currently know are confirmed playable are, technically speaking, Herta. We play one of her dolls, but the original Herta is confirmed as an emanator. And Acheron, obviously. But that's also why they made such a big deal about it in the doing Penacony. Well, and the whole nihility thing, of course, as well. That's another story.
What's so unusual about
Anyway.
it? They simply
No
received an
insight.
invitation from Jingyuan, just like the crew, right?
The war dance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. I'm afraid they're here for something more. Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Potentially.
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Luofu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion? Why would they blame the victim?
Danshu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence remains, creating an endless source of potential complications.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a traitorous intent from within the Luofu, implicating Jingyuan himself? Once the spark of suspicion is kindled, it proves hard to extinguish.
We can vouch for Jingyuan, though.
The General must have had that in mind when he invited us to attend the war dance.
That's honestly fair, yeah.
What was I thinking? Seriously. Here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable trip. But it seems wherever we go, drama is just around the corner.
Well, to be fair, March, if it wasn't, that would make for a very boring update.
Aw, I was so excited. I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony.
I mean, hey, if all goes well, they are just going to be here to watch the ceremony and then leave with new hope that Jingyuan is, you know...
By the way, I heard that
doing
an
his job
alchemist
right.
from the Juming diplomatic ship has arrived. And rumors say that she's to be the new Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
An alchemist from the Juming serving as the Cauldron Master on the Luofu? While it's not unheard of, the timing itself...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Danhung. Now I finally see the underlying tensions.
Yeah.
The General
kind
is
of.
under tremendous pressure right now.
Unfortunately.
I was completely oblivious to his troubles. How naive of me.
Come on, don't think like that. Leave the adult matters to the adults. Even if you wanted to do something for the General, it's not like you can do anything.
How we are showing, March.
Did I say something wrong? Again?
You're well master of conversation.
Miss March is right. I don't have the skills to share the General's
Oh,
burdens at the
no.
moment.
I'm
Still,
saying.
I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodations, I need to go to the Artisanship Commission to handle the IPC's protest.
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just let him go alone. Why don't we accompany you to the Artisanship Commission?
Hey, Marge, want to whisper to me any louder?
This is too much trouble. While I appreciate your kindness, dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky.
No worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC. You've heard of the 10 Stone Hearts? We've dealt with quite a few of them, right?
Not sure if dealt with is the correct way to put this. I don't want to end up in an IPC lawsuit, please.
What's with you turning into a scaredy cat? I didn't see you worrying about lawsuits when you wrecked that giant mech.
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness. Let's head to the Artisanship Commission and meet them.
I mean, to be fair, our last encounter with the IPC ended with us almost murdering one of the 10 Stone Hearts, so they might actually not like us too much. Anyway, hold on, before we go to... No, it would probably be out there after the quest. Still want to know if we can find the Intellatron and the Pepeshi actually at the waterscape. That would be very cute. Would be a nice
Can
detail.
I really reason with you Xianzhou people?
Who's yelling?
I think I get it now. In your words, this is called looting a burning house, right?
But I am trying to reason with you here.
There we go. For once, I didn't interrupt the dialogue in the middle of it.
Toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Aurum Alley?
It's him.
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable ways.
It's the bastard from the Aurum Alley event, isn't it?
But straight up snatching IPC cargo, isn't that going a bit too far?
Just as I've said it many times already. Once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way. Is there something wrong with your ears, or is it just your brain?
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And my answer is crystal clear. Not a chance. Keep detaining my cargo and I'll file a complaint directly with your general.
Oh no, complaint. Whatever will we do? God, what are you doing here?
I was gonna ask you the same thing. Why do I keep running into you? Staying on the Xianzhou, are you? What terrible luck. Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
I'ma kill him. I'ma kill him with my baseball bat.
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
Here to help Yanqing sort of the trouble caused by the IPC.
Trouble caused by the IPC? I'd say it's caused by the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm gonna kick his ass.
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing.
Well, you see, Yanqing, what we need to do now is, do you see this lovely cliff out there? Right there, you know? It's actually perfect height to just grab this man, lift him up a little bit, and throw him over the edge.
I was sent here to deal with the IPC protest, Miss Shikue. What's going on here?
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to bring it back to the dock for repairs and inspections.
Don't worry, but you can give Scott depression after the story. Oh, that sounds delightful. We love sticking it to Karens. Although, what is the male equivalent of Karen? Carl? He is no Carl. Carl that kills people.
And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
Don't need 2008, 9 era YouTube now. When the fuck was Llamas with hats?
So, you're Scott.
I'm old.
I've heard her mention you. Weren't you kicked off the Luofu before? Why did you come back?
I'm basically the general of the Zooming.
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and snatched all our cargo from the hold.
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you 1,000,000 times. It's a security check.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's patented technology!
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo hold. That's why they called me here, to double check. Secondly, where the heck did you get the idea that I'm a shady craftsman?
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Luofu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way. We won't unload our cargo here.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off again. How can we just leave unchecked items sitting here?
I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check, right?
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but also some substance that resembles biological tissue.
Oh, that sounds like abundance corruption.
Biological tissue? Does this crate contain living things?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination. But this IPC specialist has been hindering us on the grounds of patent secrecy.
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine! If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological. It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission's ridiculous regulations!
Oh no, they'll have to deal with a Karen, the Tarot.
This Mr. Scott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade. Honestly, I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC.
I have a baseball bat. I don't think leave it to me. I mean, no, I know a thing about. I know a thing or two about dealing with Karens.
I heard how you helped R. O'Malley. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right? Since you've dealt with him before, it looks like I'll have to rely on you again.
Are you gonna ace attorney this shit again?
What are you guys whispering about over there? Just hurry up and give us back our cargo.
Help Yangqing debate with you. Oh, we're really going to ace attorney this. Yep. At the end of the negotiation, if your morale is higher than or equal to your opponent, it is considered a successful negotiation. Otherwise, it is deemed a failure. We have to whip out the ace attorney, the ace attorney music again. If either goes to 0, it ends immediately. Negotiation choices will lead to different outcome. It can either increase or decrease your morale as you make choices. During negotiation, you can use negotiation strategies to apply various negotiation techniques to help you succeed. Oh, this sounds complicated. Here you can view your opponent's information. If you're unsure what to choose, click to view.
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent. Let's use that against him.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the Xianzhou Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other's intellectual property rights.
Dear God, it's a copyright dispute while streaming. Oh, this is ironic, isn't it? Make for legal, stop making him uncomfortable, use sanctions. Remind him of his embarrassing past. You suck! Okay, no. Let's take the legal perspective.
The Alliance
now.
can sign a non-disclosure agreement with you. That way, you won't have to worry about any infringements, right?
We can sign a mutually acceptable non-disclosure agreement in accordance with the IPC's rules.
Well, that makes sense, but how can we trust you to honor the terms? Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong, you won't be able to pay for it even with your lives.
Skip to reasoning part and resort to good old violence. Okay, I'm I'm sorry. I know this is probably a bad option here, but I have to see what happens.
I've got a brilliant idea. I'll just smash everything with my bat, and then you can hire someone to assess the damage. That way, your cargo won't need any inspection, right?
Calm down. The General wants us to handle this peacefully.
So, this is the great idea you came up with? Fine. Why don't you just step over my lifeless body?
That can be arranged.
Besides, cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
Worth it. I have no regrets. So, we can call up Dr. Ratio.
I'm pretty tight with Dr. Ratio from the Intelligentsia Guild. Almost like family. Doesn't that make me practically a member of the Intelligentsia Guild too?
What's all this nonsense? Even if you were married to him, you still couldn't represent the Intelligentsia Guild.
No, that would be Evangeline, actually.
We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Cienjo operate, right? As an IPC worker, I have to abide by its regulations. If I make an exception and allow you to inspect the cargo, it'll spell disaster for me.
Huh? Could you repeat that? I didn't quite hear you. Could you say it again?
You would only listen to IPC rules.
Since the Intelligentsia Guild entrusted the cargo to the IPC for transportation, it's the IPC's responsibility to ensure its safety, right? Why would you need a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
Let me tell you something. As stated in Article 17 of the IPC's Building Material Logistics Department Transport Agreement Law, subsequent to the dispatch of goods and during their transit, all risks, save for those pertaining to the transportation safety, shall be the sole liability of the consignor. Well, only protect the integrity of the goods and prevent anyone with ill intentions from getting their hands on them. As for whether the cargo itself poses a security threat to the destination, that's not our responsibility. It appears we have reached an area beyond your expertise, doesn't it? The complexity of legal studies are indeed challenging. We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Cienjo operate, right? As an IPC worker...
Okay, now I need to go back, or I wouldn't even be able to...
Huh?
I wouldn't even be able to win. Let's try the... But I don't think the Cienjo regulations are gonna...
According to the principle of territoriality, since your vessel is stranded on the Cienjo, the Skyfaring Commission has the right to inspect it.
Indeed. According to Article 27 of the Cienjo Legal Code, all official and private goods upon entering the port shall be subject to inspection. Failure to submit to such inspection shall be deemed equivalent to the possession of unlawful items and shall be subject to legal ramifications.
My synesthesia beacon must not be working, because I have no idea what you just said.
Simply put, if you insist on hindering the inspection, we'll have to treat the cargo as unlawful items and confiscate it.
Confiscate it? How can you Cienjo people be so unreasonable?
If this were pure point, and incoming cargo posed a safety risk, the IPC would take it in for containment and disposal, correct?
That's true, but the IPC sometimes makes exceptions. For example, they've always given special terms to Cienjo vessels. We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Cienjo operate, right? As an IPC worker.
Okay, I need to think about this. Follow your point. No. No. Talk about his unpromising career prospects. No, let's keep going with
Everyone
the rules.
has their own set of rules. Now that you're on their turf, shouldn't you follow their rules too?
Okay, good.
I get it. I know I'm on the Cienjo, but if I violate the IPC regulations, I'll be in deep trouble when I get back.
Negotiation successful. Barely.
Well, you guys sure know how to argue your case. Fine. I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that, I need some time to sort things out. This is a big deal. Let me talk to headquarters first.
So, Mr. Scott, are you just stalling for time and planning to leave the Cienjo as soon as your ship is repaired? To avoid the Skyfaring Commission's inspection?
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go, as long as they don't break any laws.
Yeah, you've got some insight there. Who are you again?
Oh, hey!
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
We're actually getting more people introduced immediately. That's cool. I like the transition from like skin to scales she has. Although I do wish that as a... I think she's supposed to be a Vidyador. Where's your tail, girl? Where's your tail at?
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Cienjo Juming.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself. It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
She's about to say something either
Why
really
are you being
stupid
so
or really
nice
menacing.
all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
SNH don't point out to tell the ghost that didn't hit dragon puberty yet. Excuse you, Bailu has a massive tail. A humongous tail on that baby. Where the only reason there is not a tail on this one is because Hoyoverse are cowards. We see it in the Zen list. Not Zen list. We see it in the Genshin designs for not long. Let's be real here.
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
So what's it gonna be? Silly or menacing?
Wait a minute!
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more reasonable attitude, we could have sidestepped that altercation just now. Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo. According to the import and export regulation signed between the Cienjo and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires.
That's just what we said.
Since
He's just
we can't
stealing
determine
our
if the
argument.
shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous case. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
That's just our argument, but a little rephrased and more detailed. He's just telling our joke but louder and getting all the clout for it. What the fuck is this?
Only 47 years?
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
She just hit him with the cruel reality of mortality. What the fuck? This is the equivalent of a Karen shouting at an employee at Starbucks and they just hit them with the "we're all gonna die someday." What the fuck? I didn't expect existential dread.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
But, Mr. Scott...
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right?
Yay, he's sad now. At least you've wised up for once. No, thanks, broski. Finger
Well,
guns.
honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman. Bro, just do the inspection.
This lady is really something else.
Subway employee going, bitch, you're 60. I can get redacted on your grave before I can get out of this job, so you can't test me. That is oddly specific. That sounds not like an example experience. That just sounds like a story you're telling. Oh Jesus!
Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Ooh!
Turn it off.
That's not good. That's very bad, actually. What the fuck? Terror Grip. When an ally is inflicted with Terror Grip, attacking the cast of Terror Grip once can dispel Terror Grip. When Terror Grip ends, if the cast of Terror Grip is not attacked to dispel Terror Grip, then the Terror Grip affected ally will fall into the Terror fights and be unable to perform actions. Holy shit, it's a robot werewolf!
That was a surprise.
This thing is menacing looking! Holy shit! Howling casket? That is badass!
I always deliver.
May song bring us victory.
Also, the irony of using Jade now to destroy this thing is not lost on me.
Stay back, Clara.
Just graze. I need to be brave.
This thing is so cool though! What the fuck?
Stay back, Clara.
I want to protect everyone. Help me, Mr. Sora.
Oh god, it's Moonwaged. Why did I activate it? Now I want to activate it at the end. Am I stupid? Oh well. Time to buy it.
Annihilate.
We have it. There's no backing out now. For me or you.
And suddenly we go from horror robot werewolf man to just vibing.
Who's the little backstabber? I'm not afraid of you.
Okay, so basically what we just have to attack him.
Just maybe something hit me.
Stay back, Clara.
Yeah, it's basically a soft taunt in a way. You have to attack him or bad things happen to you.
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Amber Lord.
Great, he's crying now.
Enough. Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guest to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
Well.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside. Just like the craftsman feared.
It really is a mecha Boison. Oh my god, the IPC are trying to create mecha werewolves, aren't they?
I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
Why do you say that?
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
Wetware? Oh, I do not like the phrasing of that at all. Yeah, I just installed some new wet in my computer and now it's running better. I don't like that. What the fuck is the IPC doing?
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Gee, I wonder if the mecha might be a sign that they're trying to develop a weapon, Don Hung.
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borison attacked the ship.
Yeah, because
No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Luofu.
Thanks for pointing that out, because it by the rule of Jinx, it is now no longer the safest place on the Luofu. Languages are hard.
As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge.
After a while, everyone disperses and goes their own way.
I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky. Thanks for your help, Miss Linksha.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy. I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yenching to be so...
nimble, small, cute! Cute.
Can't argue with that. As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Luofu from that crisis. It's so...
Oops.
It wasn't a big deal. Really.
It's still early. So why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
Press L? Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's not the end of the world, but the line of dialogue isn't finished. It's not.
And you three are coming too, right?
Holy shit, look at this thing though.
Nothing to see here. These machines are to be shut down. Keep your distance until then.
Alrighty. Hold on. Convince you on speedcraft. Defeat howling cargo. Allow me. Real quick. I want to get a better look at this thing. Holy shit. Slaughter algorithm. Oh, this thing is fucking menacing, isn't it? I like it. Right then. Alchemy Commission meeting coming right up. I always forget which commission is which, to be honest. I just get lost so easily on the Luofu. Oh hey, Sushang is here. Hi.
Hey! You're back! Why didn't you say anything in the group chat? I'm on duty. Let's catch up later.
Oh my. Pull a funny face in here. You look so pretty when you're serious. No?
Cut it out. I'm carrying out my sacred duty.
Oh my. She liked it.
Stop hanging around here and find something better to do.
Oh, come on
I'm
now.
done in a few days. Call up Lil Gwei and Wawa, and let's grab a meal at Aurum Alley. It's been ages since we hung out.
The whiz. Imagine some medieval fantasy having some villagers hearing the war in the middle of the night and hearing the casket is howling for bodies. Oh god, Lord.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Please do not hinder me carrying out my sacred duty. We can discuss whatever you want after my shift.
Aw. Are there other people around from the Luofu that we could run into? That would be cute. The Luofu NPCs that just spread around all over the place.
All these years. And the view at the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit.
The tides come and go, but the ancient sea remains the same. For us Vidyadhara, there's nothing more nostalgic than our homeland.
You're a Luofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes, I grew up here, listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers at the Alchemy Commission. It's kind of sad, isn't it? Everything changes, but somehow remains familiar. Just like you, Dan Heng, I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing the familiar scenery brings back a hint of nostalgia.
Aww.
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Yeah, but you can't exactly just remove it or put it elsewhere, can you?
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the ambrosial arbor has been reborn, it's only natural for everyone to feel uneasy.
Yeah, I was about to say, as impressive as it is.
Well,
Lingsha.
Once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, it'll eventually sprout and bear fruit.
That's ominous. And also, like, Lingsha, cool as it looks, a mushroom cloud is still a mushroom cloud. Doesn't necessarily mean something good is going on there.
In my humble opinion, the rebirth of the ambrosial arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when the ancestors of the Xianzhou sought immortality.
Well, at least she's not blaming Jingguan. Can't just make wild speculations, but we had to have some tea, but where's the tea? Why is it a serious topic all of a sudden? Where's the tea, please?
My bad. Well, since you went through the entire ambrosial arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Heng and Lieutenant Yanqing, I'd like to discuss something with you.
What would you like to discuss, Miss Lingsha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission. Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking to remedy this problem, but was wondering if you could provide any insights.
I wonder what's the deal with this curious hairpin. I don't know, the colors just seem like a weird choice, so I'm getting distracted by details
even though
again.
I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here. I can't really say much about a remedy, but I do have a piece of advice, Miss Lingsha. The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot distance yourself from these ties, Miss Lingsha, changing the situation within the Alchemy Commission may be quite challenging.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined to root them out, maybe you should discuss it with the General.
I see. Thank you for your valuable insights. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the ambrosial arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong their existence. Just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the arbor to the Vidyadhara. However, the Vidyadhara are still only mortal beings.
This is a very serious conversation for... Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down for some tea.
30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. In the end, she was framed and exiled to the Juming. I was also implicated and had to leave the Luofu. And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence? None other than General Jing Yuan himself.
Ah, delightful. So she holds, so she probably holds a grudge. Well, so much about the, well, yippee, she's from the Luofu. She's basically a local, so all is going to be well, well after all thing. Now that's going down the drain quickly, isn't it?
What? You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the Divine Foresight himself.
Not so foresightly now, is he?
Alas, why is your face turning pale, Yanqing? Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal grudges is a luxury we can't afford.
Lingsha, all due respect, but after the dramatic talk earlier from Grandpa to him about how his sins are going to catch up to him, and now you're telling your backstory here, I feel like your grudge is gonna come into play real soon.
Lingsha, you're back! I've been waiting ages for you.
Hey-ho. Oh, he looks miffed. He is not pleased about her presence.
Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission?
Also, why was she marked with question mark? We clearly saw her. Clearly saw it was Yunlin.
Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Yanqing. What a small world.
You stole my sword. Give it back.
Ah, here they go again.
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then.
Oh, they're
Why
silly.
do I keep bumping into you? Are you stalking me or something?
Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle to stay calm when your sword is unsheathed.
What you mean you talk to the sword?
Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword. It was you who lost focus.
Your Honor, I didn't break into the house. The lock merely lost its focus.
Do you really expect me to believe that nonsense? I've been taking it easy on you because you're a guest from the Juming. But you're not taking the hint. Don't people from the Juming know you're supposed to return what you've borrowed?
Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again in a few hours. You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes? Well, sure, I can give it back to you now, but on the battlefield, that's a whole different story.
Fine! You don't have to give it back, because I'll take it back myself!
Oh god, they're gonna fight. Maybe I should call the general. Oh, to be young and at the whim of him, this is the war dance. All these options are great, but I think maybe we should call the general.
But which general should I call?
Both.
Between these two, who do you think is tougher? Don't get me wrong, I'm just curious.
March, now is not the time to place bets on child duels.
It is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagined celebrating it.
Thank you, Lingsha.
Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here. I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, you'd be disappointed if you didn't get to test one another, right?
Uh-oh.
I've received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abominations.
Oh.
Seems like my predecessors left quite a mess. So, if you two want to determine who's better, why not focus on them instead of each other?
Clever.
Clearing out some abominations? Sounds boring.
It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations. You don't have to ask me twice, Miss Lingsha. I'll help you get rid of them.
Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave? If Lingsha needs anything, I'll gladly draw my sword and help her out.
She switched up instantly.
It's so heartwarming to see both of you being so sweet and caring. So then, shall we get going?
Let's go! Time for some violence.
Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were eradicated, their experimental abominations have been festering here. If you want a contest, I'll be the referee. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins.
Lingsha, as always, you're still an expert in making unpaid work sound so noble and grand.
It's for your own good, little Yunli. While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
I'm going to send you against a scary bear monster instead.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both ready?
What's Yangqing do? Oh damn!
Yeah.
Okay, apparently I have to assemble a Yangqing team now. Any suggestions? I don't know. Who works well with Yangqing? Who does work good with him actually? I have no idea. You know what? Let's just Bronya is a good call. Bronya... Shielder. Oh, right, because he doesn't want to take damage. That does make sense. I'll just throw in Worm then for some... Let's just throw in some Freeze team then. Actually, no, Worm is probably not the best call. Let's just...
What's the latest, Bronya? Remember to rest. Don't go taking after me.
Let's just go double hunt. Can't go on with that.
Ugh. Looks like my... Let me say it again. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins. Be careful when you draw your swords, and make sure you don't hurt each other.
Can we start now, Lingsha?
Oh damn, it's gonna be an actual contest. Oh,
how many can you block?
That's cool. When Yunli takes, you will use attacks to defeat the enemy first. The number of enemies defeated by Yangqing and Yunli is recorded here. That is fun. I like that.
The name of Len, a will forged in ice, never falters.
Go Nappy! There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength. Time for swordplay.
This ends here.
Lead through clouds. You've got style.
Oh good lord.
But you're not.
Okay, we are going to lose this hard.
It's such a shame to see you misuse your sword like that. You'll pay for it.
I should have just picked like my Firefly or something like that. I'm just going to unfortunately embarrass poor little Yangqing now, I feel.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength. Go Nappy!
The market is right. Investing in victory means playing the long game. Better cut our losses.
Through clouds.
Oh good lord. She just one-shotted the poor bastard.
This ends here.
Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Liquidation!
In the name of Len, a will forged in ice, never falters.
Barely not dealing with that.
Steady. Bladed flight. Practice is over. Swords descend. Go
The market is unpredictable. Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Maybe skill with Youngting.
Hope you're prepared.
This team is extremely negative. What this realized.
Is that all?
How long is this going to go anyway?
Strike with heart.
Ah, come on. Also, his skill just barely doesn't kill anything. That's the annoying part.
Liquidation!
This ends here. Is that all?
Bladed flight!
You'll pay for this.
Go Nappy!
Oh, come on. That's some
Always a
bullshit.
weakness.
Oh, come on. Should have just picked Firefly.
Hope you're prepared.
Let the liquidation!
Lend me your strength.
Time for
We've entered the
swordplay.
storm. To guard and defend. Crush
Actually, I
them.
think it will be perfectly even now if we manage to kill these two.
Strike with heart! Practice is all swords descend!
Ah, it should be perfectly even now.
I win, Miss Yun Li!
Never
got
mind.
lucky.
We got one wolf more, apparently.
Why don't you just give me back my sword, sincerely apologize, and then go cry your eyes out to your grandpa?
Kids, please, we're not in kindergarten.
Consider yourself lucky that I'm not interested in your rusty sword, as I don't have the nasty habit of snatching other people's weapons.
Youngling, please.
All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get carried away with yourself. If you think you can just take this sword from my hand, go ahead and try.
Oh, they're actually gonna throw down after all. What's with the Luofu always getting the badass fighting cutscenes? Woo! Oh!
Well fought, my young friends.
Talk about an entrance! She used 2 fingers for each weapon. Holy shit!
However, both of you have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a single strike.
Hello?
Who are you?
I'm okay.
Me? I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission.
Ah, yes.
A passerby, if you will.
Because this is definitely the look of a patient.
I thought I'd see my fill of impressive fights during the war dance. Yet here I am, able to witness a remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission, of all places. Well, the Luofu is never short of surprises.
Take my credit card, I hope she takes me. Anyway.
However, I have a small suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the war dances room? That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper duel and put your grudges behind you.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yun Li and I, we were just sparring.
He feels the aura and got scared.
Sparring? You summoned your flying swords and she swung her sword with full strength. No grudges between you.
I don't believe it.
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Fei Xiao? Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady?
Fei Xiao? Grandpa always talks about you. Could it be that you're...
The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Luofu, too.
Of course. Everyone has heard of the great general. Known to all, and unbeknown to none.
She was unbeknown to me until like 2 weeks ago when the drip marketing dropped.
Great general. Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it. Ooh, I heard there's a dozing general on the Luofu, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals.
The wink!
Sounds much better, right?
I'm alright.
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive. Now that the sparring session is over, Yanqing and Yunli, shouldn't you politely thank General Fei Xiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet?
Here's your sword. Keep it safe. Or it might get taken away again. By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight.
Aww.
This is how she apologizes?
He's so mad.
Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Fei Xiao.
Bye.
Oh, by the way, Miss Linksha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General Jing Yuan. I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
Thanks for stepping in, General Fei Xiao. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot and get some fresh air.
You know, between the white hair, the bright blue eyes, and the unfathomable cosmic power, she kind of gives me Gojo vibes, if that makes sense. Like Jujutsu Kaisen. A moment later, Furito lazily walks to the ancient seaside shore to wait. Throughout heaven and earth, she alone is the honored one.
Back already? You've met with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours. So, what do you think?
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Luofu is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
But... I know you're going to say but, right?
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move, and the Luofu could be in a world of chaos.
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant, so at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Just stop whining. At least you're in one piece, right?
Wrong anime, I just compared you to Jujutsu Kaisen.
Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are saying, and how those close to him behave.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum. Recognizing this fact reveals the true measure of power. Thanks for enlightening me, General.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You've made me lose where I was now. Anyway, this is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jingyuan as your enemy?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Luofu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
Wasted. The longest serving? I thought the Grandpa would be the longest serving general. Especially considering he seemed to be around already when Jingyuan took the seat.
By the way, General.
Interesting.
You met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
So not even the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
It's probably the moon thingy that was mentioned in her description. I'm not mistaken.
Well, life and death, Jiao Chou. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou spearhead, hunting down the abominations of abundance till the end of my days. As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long I live. You asked if I view General Jingyuan as my enemy. No. My real enemy has always been myself.
Enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
Jeez. You really know how to read the room, don't you?
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long time.
Meanwhile, Yanqing and Mikla return to the Exalting Sanctum. That was quite the character introduction, holy shit.
Hey! Was that the Yaoqing general who just dropped in out of nowhere? Oh, she's so awesome.
I know, right, Mark?
I mean, when Yun Li swung that massive sword, she just casually blocked her attack with ease.
Mine too.
Yeah. But to go up against Yun Li is quite impressive, you know? That aura of heroism and grace. It almost makes me want to learn Xianzhou swordplay.
Oh, you're gonna. Once again, March has jinxed it.
You think so too, right?
Those moves were fabulous, said something the general is something else. Jen just thought it was really good, like really good. No. I'm going to be firsting over the general,
I agree.
excuse me.
General Fei Xiao is indeed impressive.
I was actually hoping you'd give Yanqing some praise.
No, I'm busy firsting. I'm sorry.
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. The war dance is coming up, and I've been chosen to represent the Cloud Knights in the ceremony. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled sword masters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's skills today has made me feel a bit uneasy again.
Oh no, they actually acknowledge the fact that he keeps getting his ass whooped. Now I feel sorry for him.
Don't underestimate yourself. After all, generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance. Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside. With that mindset, you can prevail against most challengers.
I see. Thanks for the advice, Master Danheng. By the way, now that today's events are over, General Jingyuan wants to invite all of you to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He has something important to discuss.
Oh? Something important?
I bet it's about how to deal with the generals from the Yaoqing and the Juming.
I really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope Generals Fei Xiao and Hua Yan can see the truth. We don't need any more chaos on the Luofu before the war dance.
Head to the seat of divine foresight to see the general. Alrighty then. Can we also just teleport into it now is the question. Oh, we can. Well, that's awfully convenient. Hello! Oh, hey. Oh, I can't talk to her.
Earlier at the Palace of Astral, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder White. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you.
Hello again.
These three braved great dangers, accompanying me to perilous places, defeating the chief culprit Vantilia, and uncovering the conspiracies of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. If you wish to know more, please, feel free to ask us.
You're gonna make me blush.
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Fu Xuan. She's been summoned to the Yu Chui for questioning. There are a lot of doubts within the Alliance about this whole situation. But despite all that, I believe in you.
Aww.
Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshal still stood firm against the dissenting voices and entrusted the Luofu to you. Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty and wisdom. You've taken down abominations in Thalassa, rescued the Xianzhou Yu Chui from a siege, and destroyed the demonic planet summoned by the denizens of abundance. I still remember those battles vividly. There are fools who doubt your loyalty. They're happy to see the divine foresight fail because it gives them some kind of sick satisfaction. They haven't achieved anything of their own, so they feed off the failures of others. But I've seen enough failures in my time, and I want to believe that your loyalty has never wavered.
So, General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis on behalf of the Alliance?
Apparently.
No. I am too.
Well, at least he's honest about it.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
The Marshal ordered me to come to the Xianzhou Luofu, but the document only says, attend the war dance and listen to Fei Xiao's questioning.
Maybe he's just here to temper Fei Xiao? Since it's the Marshal's orders, do we need to know? What does that mean?
The Marshal is well aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the ceremony and understands the situation he is facing. She mentioned it because she believes both issues are important.
Wait, so the Marshal is a she? That's interesting.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder
Don't
White.
think that was confirmed before.
But is it appropriate to tell everyone here about the Marshal's orders?
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei Xiao's? And whether there's any discord between us? Well,
Meep
I'm
Dragohart!
being open and honest with you. I encourage you young folk to do the same.
Wait, with two viewers. Damn you, I was planning to wait you later when I saw you alive. You struck first, you bastard. Thank you for the wait, man. Although we're currently in the middle of the new Star Whale story, so we might have some trouble figuring out what's going on. Although you missed my incredible luck again. I somehow managed to once again win 50-50 and get the character immediately. I think that's my... I don't know. I won a lot of those by now. So that was a fun moment, at least, that you missed.
As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. General Fei Xiao will be the one asking the questions. To be honest, I'm more concerned about the timely start of the war dance.
You always end stream around 10 though. Yeah, fair enough. Honestly, I should too, but I'm waiting for a specific point where someone told me it's a good middle ground to like stop and continue next time. How did Valorant go though anyway? It was Valorant, right? I think you were playing. At least I'm streaming a proper game, not like you. No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
Oh, by the way, I've prepared a gift for the war dance.
Gift? Presents? Hello. That box looks very ominous for a present.
Yes, it's this case right here.
The case gleams with a muted luster, crafted from material neither wood nor metal. Its surface is masterfully woven with metallic threads outlining an intricate pattern of lotus flowers.
There will be numerous contests and celebrations during the war dance, and the main event will be the Ringmaster's Challenge. The host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos, showcasing the excellent martial arts of the Xianzhou Luofu. When you mentioned that the Astral Express would be attending the ceremony, I thought the High Elder of the Luofu would be the Ringmaster.
You humor me, Elder Huayan. The healer lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts. How can I assign her as the Ringmaster?
I'm pretty sure he was talking about Dan Heng.
I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General Huayan?
This sword case is intended for the War Dance's award. It's empty now, but in a few days, a precious sword will be delivered and stored inside.
Fancy sword.
I don't mean to boast about our skills, but this sword represents the pinnacle of the Zhuming's craftsmanship. It has a legendary history, full of heroic tales from foreign lands, tales that are too detailed to be summarized in just a few words. Since the delegation delivering the sword hasn't arrived yet, I'll just leave the case here for now. I've been wondering who would be worthy of such a sword. And then it hit me. I can award it to the champion of the Ringmaster's Challenge. The ceremony's champion is sure to be a perfect match for the sword. Moreover, I hear that Yanqing is an excellent swordmaster, and that he will be representing the Luofu as the Ringmaster. So it seems like a perfect gift for him.
Thank you for your generosity, Elder Huayan.
I wonder if we're actually gonna, if they're actually gonna get the sword in the end, because it could mean like, you know, new character form.
If you want to give me a sword, just say the word, Grandpa. No need to beat around the bush.
You've got confidence, my girl, but I don't think you can best Yanqing.
I know you're all about swords, Miss Yunli. It's just a shame that it's the sword that ultimately chooses its rightful master.
Yeah, and even if someone gets their hands on such a precious sword, it'll probably end up in someone else's.
Whoops!
The outcome of our duel at the Alchemy Commission is still up in the air. Since you're interested, why don't you represent the Xianzhou Juming and challenge me in the ring?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Nobody knows who's gonna come out on top. It could be me, could be someone else. It'll probably be me. But whatever happens, it won't be him.
Looks like Fracture was right. It'll be either the death or disaster when these two clash.
Not to be rude or anything. We've been watching their drama. I'm dying to find out who beats who.
March, please. This is not a weird Roman soap opera.
Quiet down. We have other guests here. I've prepared this sword to add some excitement to the ceremony, not to have you two squabble. It's not a good look for the Alliance. While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser in the ring, which could lead to hard feelings. Actually, I have an idea. We don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you. But if you're eyeing that prize, you'll need to work together.
Oh.
I want you to take on an apprentice who will take part in the war dance and win at least one match.
How does that make sense?
It doesn't, but it's a good excuse to get us marked to get us the hunt march.
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on your skills and spread the way of swordplay. I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the Express in the war dance by displaying their Cloud Knight flair and prowess.
Well, Elder Huayan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome. The question is, whom should the two of them take as an apprentice?
Huh? Who? Wait, me?
You were the one talking about wanting to learn swordplay earlier.
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the outcome of your sword fight. So I thought, why not teach her the art of swordplay?
Oh, wait. Are you serious, General? Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden? I've never practiced swordplay before. I'm a total newbie. You really think I can learn it? Well, you'll probably realize I have no hope and give up on me. And that'd be so embarrassing.
Oh, you're gonna do great. Just accept your fate, Mark.
Isn't this a perfect chance for you? I remember you mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword moves.
Yeah, I did say that. But this is all happening so quickly, don't you think?
Miss March is like a piece of jade in the rough, just waiting to be shaped. The war dance is the perfect opportunity to see what heights she can reach.
I appreciate your kind words, General Huayan. But won't teaching me swordplay be a waste of Yanqing and Yunli's time? They should be preparing for the ceremony.
Shut up and pick up a sword, March.
Plus, I heard that each swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me? If everyone knows each other's tactics, won't that make it hard to catch people off guard during the war dance?
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special moves. No need to freak out. A few Juming swordplay tricks will mean you'll be more than equipped.
Damn, she actually hit her with the March 7th. Pulling out the full name for this.
Really?
Looks like March's curiosity has been piqued.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move? How boring would that be? Plus, what really decides a swordsman's fate isn't some special move. It's the solid fundamentals.
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you say, Yanqing?
General, I haven't graduated yet. How can I be qualified to teach swordplay to others?
Please don't say the G word in the presence of a VTuber. It scares us.
So you're admitting your defeat, huh? If you're not even confident to teach, why don't you let me be the ringmaster instead?
Yanqing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights. You've been an apprentice for years. It's about time you looked at swordplay from another perspective.
I see, General. Then count me in.
Now that Yanqing has agreed too, it all comes down to Miss March giving her nod.
It's up to you to make the final decision, March.
Time for you to become the best swordmaster on the Express. It won't be a park in the park, a park in the walk, a walk in the park. That's for sure. It's all up to you, though.
At least that way, I won't have to worry about you accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
Mikola, please.
Hey, I've never missed my target. Then I'm on board. Thank you for your kindness, General Huayan.
Great! Starting tomorrow, Yanqing and Yunli will teach you the basics of the Cloud Knight's swordplay. Yunli and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a little initiation gift.
You're too kind. Oh, wait, you're giving me a gift? Shouldn't it be the other way around?
And smiling silently soon departs seat of divine foresight with Yunli in tow.
General Huayan's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked about?
I will use this opportunity to take a quick break. Idle meeting. I will be right back. Whee! And I'm back! Idle meeting successful. Anyway, time to finally get March some swords. That's what the whole stream has been titled after all.
I think we strayed off topic. How did things even get to this point?
Yeah, I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yoon Lee and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors?
Dude, this did escalate a lot quickly, didn't it?
Because General Huayan wants us to stick around on the Luofu for some time.
Oh, sorry. But aren't we here to attend the ceremony anyway?
But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Luofu's operations log were given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as the report claims, or if we're just some made-up excuse to save face. And he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yun Li into this. What began as a simple contest between two sword masters has now evolved into you two collaborating to mentor March.
Clever old man.
Elder Huayan is still that tricky general who likes to give everyone a headache.
Poor March.
My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act as my witnesses. Now, I apologize for not disclosing this information earlier.
Oh, well, we figured that out a while ago.
In the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have. So please, be prepared for the meeting.
Yes, General. No worries. Answering a few questions is no big deal.
Don't worry, General. No matter what happens, I'm prepared to stay here as the Express's witness and answer any questions.
Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but... As the Luofu ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
I know.
Aww. An alley fake show meets with her old comrades in arms.
The illustrious Merlin's Claw waiting for me? And for so long, too? It's quite an honor. It's been a while, General Fei Shao.
Oh, damn. They know each other? That's interesting.
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other. Right, Yukong?
Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights, and I was a pilot of the Luofu's Rainbow Orbit Fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying? Really does feel like a lifetime ago. Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day. So I'm well aware of your great feats. How's your health holding up?
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved me in battle?
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again? Was it Pichu? Or Kachio?
Pichu saved her?
Jiao Cho. He's been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou Yao Qing. Over the years, he's dedicated himself to managing my condition. It's thanks to him that I'm still in good health today.
I now want fan art of him just being turned into a Pichu, or a Pikachu, or any Pokemon in that line for that matter.
Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
Care to elaborate on that
I'm relieved
background?
to know that you're safe and sound. Well then, since you and Elder Huayan are here, I imagine you must have received orders from the Marshal? As your friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the General of the Luofu?
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. They fear the resurgence of abominations, much like what happened 30 years ago. Although the report from the Luofu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded, or how exactly the Stellaron Hunters and the Astral Express became involved. This puzzle has many missing pieces.
Honestly, we just stumbled in at the wrong place in time.
As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an Outworlder and a coffin, claiming to offer the Marshal a method to fight against the Eons. The Luofu Preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lunae to re-enter the Luofu, thereby unlocking the lunarescent depths within Scale Gorge Waterscape, which in turn disrupted the Vidyadhara's dutiful watch over the Ambrosial Arbor. It is for these reasons that I have come here to the Luofu today.
Really, everyone is pissed.
Well, duty calls. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person, but since we once fought together, I didn't want to keep you in the dark. Perhaps pretending you didn't hear any of this would be for the best.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending General Jing Yuan right now, but... well, you know how I am. The Luofu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, much of which can be attributed to General Jing Yuan's masterful strategizing. Unfortunately, for long-life species, enduring through the ages always culminates in a failure that undoes all previous achievements. A moment that our adversaries relish.
That's true. And that's why I'm also here for another purpose. To visit Hule.
Hule? You mean that Hule?
Oh.
Borisin Warhead? The same Hule who has been imprisoned in the shackling prison for over 7 centuries?
Oh, he looks mean.
The nemesis of the Foxians who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos. I can't quite remember the exact wording, but yes, the very same Hule.
Also, the color scheme reminds me of that one artifact set, actually.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfaring Commission visit him once every century. Why do you have to visit him now, of all times?
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations, aiming to achieve justice and free their kin. That werewolf monster is to be forever imprisoned in the dark recesses of the shackling prison, facing unending retribution. Given the situation on the Luofu, those on the Yaoqing are concerned about Hule's imprisonment. I'm afraid that the routine visit every century is no longer sufficient to ease their concerns.
Wait, are those swords impaled in his bag? Jesus.
That's why I was sent here, to reassure them.
It's all bad news.
Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining. Oh, by the way, I found some clues about the thing you asked for.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship. Unfortunately, there were no survivors and no cargo. However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
Our people? Or someone from the IPC?
No, neither. Yukong, have you heard of a person named Ron May?
Huh? So now the Genian Society is involved in the whole Tingyun mess, is it? Oh, glorious. Ron May, if you have been hiding Tingyun from us this entire time, I'm going to be very upset with you. Oh, of course it ends there, you bastards. After a day of running around, you finally arrive at Petrichor Inn for a well-deserved rest. That has... this night, your restlessness from meeting the general and the bustling crowd before the war dance keeps you from falling asleep. Day 2.
I'm still feeling sleepy.
But, Ron May of all people may have some horrible fucking implications, because, let's be real here. Ron May is not exactly the most, let's call it morally sensible person?
Did I oversleep? Where did March and Don Hung go?
Also deja vu. Like she did literally create an emanator of the propagation just for science. You know, the thing that we saw in the Firefly trailer was kind of fucking dangerous. Oh, looks like it's not a long search. Hello.
There you are.
What kind of master waits at their apprentice's doorstep? No, March, show some respect to your master.
It's an honor to learn from you, Master Yanqing. In all those immersions and novels I watched, when apprentices want to pay their respects to their masters, they usually bring fancy gifts, kneel, and bow. I'm really sorry, but I haven't prepared anything yet.
Aww.
Hey, why are you blushing, Master Yanqing?
This is, the first time someone has called me Master.
Aww.
I need to, get used to it. Let me make it clear. Swordplay training is about improving your body, mind, and strength. It's not a casual game you can master overnight. I promised General Huayan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent. I'll do my best, but if you break your master's rules...
March is always a good girl.
Fine. A promise is a promise. Since I promised to study hard,
I'll do my best starting today.
Great! That's the spirit.
March is in your hands now, Yanqing. Don't be too easy on her.
Aren't you supposed to say, like, don't be too hard on her? Don't hug, the fuck.
Do you even have a heart? Did you lose it somewhere? By the way, where's Yunli?
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum for our first lesson together.
March 7 waits to Yun Donhan, embarking on the first lesson of her sword trading journey. Switching to March's POV. Aww.
Seriously? It's the first day, and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Luofu so laid back? So disappointing.
Hey, no.
Master Yunli, you're already here. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Oh, wait. Were you trying to teach her in secret? That's sneaky.
I'm just showing you what Luofu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning.
They're going to be fighting the entire training session, aren't they?
As the host, I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Luofu's swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious in the war dance ring. You won't be complaining about Luofu's swordplay then.
Stand aside, rookie. Let me show you how we Zhu-Ming swordmasters treat their apprentices.
Uh-oh.
Quickly. Over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship gift from me to you.
Outfit.
I hope you put it to good use.
What's this? Xianzhou clothing? It's so beautiful!
Sword practice requires precise movements. This outfit is tailored to fit perfectly and allows for smooth movements. I even added some small accessories. I put a lot of thought into it.
You're awesome, Master Yunli!
If it's just gonna devolve into Yunli and Yangting fighting for March's affection now as well.
See? See? How can you compete with me? I'll teach March 7 the essence of Zhu-Ming swordplay so she can win the contest with my sword skills.
Actually, I've prepared something too.
Huh? You have a gift for me too, Master Yanqing?
Let me guess. He's gonna get her the swords.
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out of my way to prepare a pair of swords overnight. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to ask the craftsman to customize the swords for you. But I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner. I hope you like them, Miss March.
Aww.
Thank you, Master Yanqing!
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yunli?
These two,
The
I
real
swear
competition
to God.
is just getting started.
I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird?
March 3, the things have been weird since the very start here. Moments later. There she is!
So what do you think,
look at her.
Masters? Does this outfit suit me?
He looks so cute.
Perfect. I chose it carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me.
All right, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I've brought in. For your first lesson, try exchanging a couple of moves with him.
Wait. We're having actual combat training for the first lesson? Isn't that a bit too intense?
Well, you gotta learn fast, March.
Well, I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are. Come on, step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements so we can decide where to start and what you need to learn.
If you're ready, let's begin.
Okay.
Go, March! Kill! Oh, damn. Did she just say Shing? Hold on. He does! Oh, she's so silly. Look at her go.
All right, let's get started with the training. The person...
I tried that, but you blocked me.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm ready. But please go easy on me.
Then I apologize in advance, Miss March.
Right.
Ready to shine.
Now watch, Miss March. You're still inexperienced with the sword. Why don't you use your skill first and learn a few moves from me? Understood. Now I'll ask Master Yangqing to teach me some moves. Ah, it's the...
Please have some tea.
Pay close attention, Miss March. Luofu's swordplay is all about being swift and agile in your movements.
Right, because he basically functions like some sort of hunt jade. Shifu's attacks can accumulate charge for March 7th and make her realize
the sword
powerful
is like
abilities.
water. It cannot remain still. Blade and flight!
Right on time. Ignore him. Strength is everything.
Yes, you like this? 10 of you.
Well done! Time for swordplay.
Trying not to kill anything because I want to actually trigger March's talent before the
Right on time.
Within
the
I'm
self,
afraid at this
not
rate that these two are just gonna be too strong and we won't be seeing March's follow-up attack.
Yes, you!
How many can you block?
Nope, we made it! Eureka!
I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Swordplay.
Time to show you what I can really do.
The fucking thinking bubble. Dog? Bulba? DJ? Oh, she's so stupid.
White tiger, less carbs. What's this?
Oh, she's so
are you
stupid,
mumbling
I
about?
love her.
Isn't this, sword technique? Shouldn't I be saying something cool?
What are you made of?
Right on time.
How many can you block?
Melt! See through clothes!
Practice is over.
Let him ult as well.
Swords descend.
Everyone gets to show off their moves.
I could take 10 steps! Yes, you!
Yep, I was late.
Right on time.
Yep. Well, now like he takes some
Bring
damage.
mountains! Awesome!
You weefer!
Alright, check out this move! Yes, you! Blade and flight! I didn't expect the first lesson to be so intense.
Miss March has quick hands and a flexible body. She's a perfect fit for practicing Luofu swordplay.
However, she lacks strength, and her strikes were a bit unfocused. But don't worry, that's totally normal for beginners. Once she starts practicing Juming swordplay, she'll make heaps of progress.
Given the situation, I believe Miss March should start by working on her strength.
Glorious.
Seriously, do you actually know anything about swordplay, or what?
I could ask you the same thing. Dual swords require agility. So what's more important than footwork?
Instead of focusing on her strengths, we should address her weaknesses. The drawback of wielding two swords is not generating enough force. What good is being quick on your feet if you don't have strength? It's not like we're dancing here.
Skilled sword masters know how to play to their strengths and work on their weaknesses. Start with what you're good at, then tackle your weaknesses. That's the right way to learn.
You're quite the theorist, huh?
Theorist? You claim to be able to talk to swords. So what does that make you? A lunatic?
Oh, I love these two.
Hey, it's only my first lesson, and you're already arguing. Come
on, calm down, Masters. I'll have to improve both my footwork and strength anyway, so it doesn't matter which one comes first.
Yeah, I can see chats. I just didn't want to interrupt the dialogue currently, sorry. I'm doing well though. Just suffering a bit from heat currently. I'm sweaty as fuck.
But it does matter! Just listen to me, March 7th!
Oh god.
Aww.
They're angry in sync. Thus begins the journey of March 7th sword training. And to be honest, I was about to probably end the stream around here anyway. Tried on a brand new path. Hunt March unlocked. Glorious. Right, because this was exactly the point where I wanted to basically stop the stream here for today and make it a two-parter, because apparently there's still a lot more stories to come. But let's first wrap things up here a little. Select to switch paths, switch to hunt. Lovely. Although hold on. I just find interesting that... Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't just reuse like this switch path look, to be honest. Her outfit is so fucking cool. Exactly. Hold on. What do you mean can't go to detailed view? Just look at her little baby girl. It's so adorable. Also love the fact that she just genuinely says Xing. She's so unserious. Why can't I go into detailed view? What the fuck you mean? Hold on. How do I leave story mode though? Trailblaze Chronicle. There we go. And now we should also be able to... Where's my march? There she is. Oh! She does just keep her levels. Well, that is awfully convenient. Even if it is a little weird to level up an imaginary character with ice materials, technically speaking, though.
Let me see.
Does she keep her loadout like the Trailblazer does? Oh my god, that transition animation is so cute, what the fuck? Hold on. Okay, yeah, she does actually keep her light cone. And I would assume probably also her relics and shit then. When you swap her path. Just like the Trailblazer. Did it also mark them? Hold on, let me see. Should start making these outfits in real life. I mean, have you heard of cosplay before? There's quite literally a massive market for that. And honestly, some people have like think that like pre-made cosplays aren't that good. I got one myself, and they're actually surprisingly high quality. Hold on, what was it called? I think Doki Doki. I think that was what that was called. Yeah, Doki Doki cosplay. They actually have some really good ones. And apparently, I just checked the website, they apparently already have Zenless ones. Which is very impressive. And they also come with a whole bunch of... Quite literally here. It's quite literally right here. There's quite literally a March outfit first thing on the starting page. You quite literally can just get the March outfit. It's right there. Nobody is gonna be able to stop you if you really want it. No, because I actually got a cosplay myself, and I'll be probably attending Gamescom in an anime cosplay this time around, which is going to be fun. I hope, because I did cosplay once before, but it wasn't that fun an experience. It was a Spy Family group cosplay, where I was the Anya, of all things. What model are you using? Is it VRoid? Yep! It's a self-made VRoid, actually. It's honestly not that good, because I'm frankly not that good with 3D modeling. But it does its job for now, you know. So, take what I can get. You should try Live 2D. Sure. Do you have, like, I don't know, 2,000 spare bucks that I need to hire an illustrator and a rigger? Because that's like the issue with Live 2D models. Those get freaking expensive fast if you can't draw and rig yourself. That's why I'm resorting to VRoid, to be honest. It is already like my... It wasn't my first choice. I would love to get a Live 2D model, don't get me wrong. I would adore a Live 2D model.
This place is so warm.
But those get freaking expensive. 2K, I don't know, I'm just talking out of my ass, but last time I checked they were very fucking expensive. Hold on. Especially if you include wigging. Yeah, of course you can get one for cheap, but I would want one, you know, actually custom. Yeah, pre-made ones, sure, you can get one for 50. But if you also need, like, help designing, need to get a good illustrator, you know, it starts adding up. I do have a very close friend who has been considering making a VTuber model, so I'm very much putting my hopes into the fact that maybe she might sometime have the time to like take a commission from you or something like that. Go with a custom half body model. It will not cost you that much. Yeah, but it'll still cost a lot. That's the issue. And hey, my little scuffed Michael 3D model does its job for now. But yeah, Live 2D model is like... it's very cool. It would be awesome. But like, on a realistic side, I just can't justify a purchase of like... I don't know, let's lowball it and say like 100 bucks with wigging, because wigging is often the expensive part. For me usually only streaming like once or twice every month. Like, it's just not a purchase I can justify in my financial situation, to be honest. Lol, I make models for stream. Nah, no thank you. No thank you. I do, as I said, I have somebody in mind.
Take caution. Some people may try to blend in.
Wanna see some? No, thank you. I don't take.
Ship there.
I don't commission people randomly plugging themselves in my Twitch chat, to be honest. Just reeks too much of bot. You must, like, so this comes off weird now. Sorry if you're a real person, but you probably get the idea.
I'll buy you a bigger
If
one.
you are, you know, the usual bot behavior, coming into chats, asking for people to see their work. Just tired of it, and it gives me just a bad aftertaste at this point. So who knows? If I need to commission someone sometimes, I'm just probably going to look for someone whose art style I enjoy myself. Anyway, I'm just ranting now. I was planning to basically wrap it up here. I'm real lol. Well, at least I appreciate that much then. I'm sorry if I didn't mean to offend, but you know, you get the sentiment. And again, I do also want to commission my friends sometimes if I get the chance. Because I know her, I know her work. She's insanely cracked.
That's a hefty
Her main issue is time, to be honest. That will get there sometime.
Some
I'll just
people may
annoy
try
her
to
until
blend in
until she does something for me. Because like the funny thing is she's basically the mom friend already. So it would be hilarious if she now also became my VTuber mama. There would be a certain irony in there, wouldn't it? Oh. Anyway, I'm probably going to leave the stream at that here for tonight. And we'll continue probably tomorrow, I'm not entirely sure. Because thing is, I am currently working 5 days in my 9 to 5. Usually I just work 3 days a week. It's the job training thingy, but for next 3 weeks I'll be working all 5, so and considering it's usually currently like 33 degrees Celsius outside, while I work an office job, I might just, you know, be too freaking done after I return home. Push comes to shove, I'll definitely be finishing it on Saturday. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday. We'll have to wait and see. But for now, I hope you enjoyed our little Trailblaze continuance. And I will see you all next time. Bye bye! Whee! Oh god, I need to swap to OBS first. I need to get used to that more. Oh, there we go. There it is. Good night, everybody. Oh, wait. Hold on. Before I end. Anybody we can wait into after I finish? Nobody I'm following. Oh, that's a shame. I'll get meat next time. Anyway, there we go. No, for real. Bye! Oh, I'm fucking sleepy. Oh.